Get up there. Come on. Sorry we're late. We had to wait for our star here, who was outside licking the bucket out of the grill, which he's not supposed to be doing. But so, oh well, got a little extra treat tonight with the steaks from the grill, right, Petey? Whoops, I got you. I got you. Happy Monday. Welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. Wow, we're going to be all over the place tonight. Intermodal, got some coal, got some locomotives. Yeah, just kind of all over the place tonight. So more William Siegel stuff, some neat stuff. Again, so a lot of the stuff will be weathered. Some really nice stuff, I think. So let's get started. Petey, you ready? Are you ready, Petey Beagle? Winston? All right. Winston's probably full after cleaning the grease bucket off the grill. So here we go. Okay. Mike, good evening. David, good evening.
Huh? These are in here, but no numbers.
That's stuff we showed last time. So you can just put stuff on there. It's fine.
Sure.
And then there's more up here.
Okay.
There's a lot of box stuff, so you can put it right over there. So.
Thought they looked familiar.
There we go. All right. Does it look all right, Jen? Petey, watch out. I don't have anything, goofball.
Yes, right there now.
Okay. All right.
And we got Petey in there.
Got it. Ron, good evening. Number one, this is a Athearn ready to run Southern Pacific 60-foot flat car, nicely weathered, metal wheels, KD couplers, $20. All intact. Matter of fact, folks, kind of neat. He's got, looks like there was something glued on here. I don't see it, but he still has the chains. So it's just like the prototype. There's chains hanging off the cars to trip your trackside detectors, your dragging equipment detectors. So here's a couple on this side. Those are kind of neat. So Payne went out in the real world, and we don't want the switchman to play catch with those, with their bodies. But anyway, nice car. Some more chain in there. Everything complete, $20. Number one. There we go. And again, you can put those in that box. All right, item number two. This is an MKT. It's a Rapido caboose. Now, there's something unusual about this caboose I want to share with you. So, Rapido, beautiful cabooses, but this one has the ETD, the Fred on here. So this is $75. So it's a caboose, nicely weathered. Looks like everything is intact. Let me see if I can gently pull this out of the box. And it has the ETD on the rear, which is working. Not exactly a prototype of what was actually on the Katy, because this is more of a Canadian design, but still nice caboose, nicely weathered. And again, ETD, which alone the ETDs sell for $40, brand new. So we'll have some more cars that have ETDs later on today. So this was $75. Oops, I forgot a piece. I got this piece, right? Like that. So that's number two. Item number three. This is a Bachmann. This is a it is a maintenance away rail equipment with crane. It's got DCC on board. It's Union Pacific. It's got yellow stripes. $80. Actually, the list price on here is $109. So $80, quite the steal. I have not tested this one, but it is in the original box. Let's take a look at it here. And like I said, it's got the DCC on board, so it should be ready to go. So there are your high rail axles. Nice detail overall. Got all the equipment on the inside there as well. Crane, flashing strobe. So put that right back in there. Like that. Nice to have on the railroad if you want to simulate some maintenance away work out there. kind of like what we did today in the yard. But it wasn't simulated. They actually doing a lot of work on A6, putting in new ties. So that's number 3. Forgive me for the slow go here, but I do want you guys to see these items. So item number 4, Southern Pacific Bay Window Caboose in Athearn Genesis. This is with lights. It's a C57 Bay Window Cabooses. These things were listing out, I believe, around 100 plus. $70 for this one. $70. This is item number 4. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. I think I got it. So pretty good condition. Couple of the grab irons on the end here. Looks like they might be broken. Might need some glue. Other than that, everything is, I believe, complete with this. Looks like it's complete on that end. Great undercarriage detail on this. Looks like it's got cut levers. Looks like this one might be missing the rest of it there. Air hoses. And again, these light up, and I believe they've got cab interior on these. So beautiful cabooses from Athearn. Nicely done. $70 for that one versus the 100 if you could find them. I think these are also fairly hard to find because SP fans really enjoy them. Number 4, 70. Number 5, Roundhouse Ready to Run CN Wide Vision Caboose with a Fred. And this is $60. I have tested the Fred. The Fred does work. Metal wheels, Katie couplers. There's a Fred. And I don't know, a lot of people may not know this. I want to share this piece of railroad information. But a lot of people don't know this, but the Freds are actually cabooses, but they let out all the hot air and the BS, and they shrunk down to that size. A lot of people didn't know that, so you can share that tidbit with your friends. So, Jen's like, yeah, I think that is true. I've been around you railroaders before. So, all right, number 5 for 60. All right, here is another one, number 6, another caboose, Santa Fe Wide Vision. Let's take a look at this one. This also has a Fred, also $60. Fred does work. Looks like everything's intact on that end. Metal wheels, Katie couplers, all intact there. All you really have to do with this one is start blanking over a lot of the windows, leave the Fred on there, and you've got a shove platform. So good to go on that one. So that is number 6, and that is for 60 with the working Fred, which is flashing rear end device. Not the other words. Yes, flashing rear end device, or ETD, end of train device. All right. Number. Oh, was that number? That was a number. Okay. I'm not jumping ahead there. Okay, good. All right, number 7, MTH flat car with a load. I'll be honest, I didn't know MTH made flat cars with a load. So here is a Southern 60-foot flat car with a Caterpillar crawler hoe, all intact here. Looks like the cut lever is broken off there. All your stirrups, Southern, the green light to innovation, cut lever and air hoses there. Katie couplers, metal wheels. This is secured on there. Nice wood platform there. So $25. 25. Let me make sure I get this to fit right. There we go. It goes right like that. So anyway, I didn't know that they made flat cars, and actually pretty nice flat cars with loads. So number 7 for 25. There we go. All right, let's what do I got here now? Let's dive into some trailers, some ready-to-run trailers. So this is number 8, and this is $25. So it's a Heartland 53-foot container, nicely weathered. Heartland plate trailer from Roundhouse, Athearn, ready to run. Nicely weathered. It's got mud flaps. Everything looks intact on the bottom there. Very nice car, very nice trailer, number 8 for $25. I've got a couple of these. So here is number 9, another Heartland Express, Iowa City, Iowa, 53 foot, mud flaps, original box, $25, number 9. Bills.
Williams.
Yes, all of it. Yes, sorry, I know what you're asking. There's number 9. Number 10, Heartland Express, Iowa City, another trailer, nicely weathered, all the equipment on there, white wheel rims, mud flaps. These are nice cars, and they are pretty proud of them. This is less than what they sell for sure. $10, or excuse me, number 10 for $25. My apologies. Okay. Now I've got a couple of Navajo intermodal. This is number 11, $25. Navajo 53-foot utility reefer trailer. Reefer madness. Everything intact, nice mud flaps, painted wheel rims. Beautiful. Remember the old Navajos back in the day. These are the modern version. Number 11 for $25. And I've got a couple of more Navajos for $25. Again, same Athearn roundhouse ready to roll. Mud flaps. Looks like all the details are there. All the posts are there. Reefer, number 12, $25. And the last Navajo Reefer 53-foot trailer, $25. Nicely weathered. Ready to go, number 13. All right, number 14. Pair of England Intermodal, nicely weathered, $35. These are reefers. Got the reefer unit on each end. Fuel tanks. Everything looks to be complete here. Let's take the cover off and take a... Oh, can't take the cover off. You have to slide it out. There we go. So, yes, I do. I age myself every show there, Lenny. Unfortunately. The world is aging around me. So, there we go. Nice looking trailers. Nice weathering on the ends. Roof, front, all intact. Like the crank on the strap. Even got a holder for a spare tire, though no spare tire there. Same on that one. Very nice details. I mean, they are stepping up their game on these trailers. They're getting more expensive, but they are stepping up their game. That's number 14 for $35. Go. Got another one for $35, 2 trailers. Number 15. Oh, look, there's all the paperwork. All right, some U.S. Express Enterprises. Again, nicely weathered, just really light. Bring out the details. Mud flaps. Got the hand crank on the posts. These are really nice. All right, number 15. And that's $35. Here's a single older Athearn ready to run JB Hunt for $15, number 16. No mud flaps, does have the posts, painted rims, got some nice weathering on that one. That is 15 for number 16. All right, number 17. This is a PFE, Pacific Fruit Express 89-foot flat from Walters, and it's got 2 tow trucks on here. All the posts, looks like everything's intact. Metal wheels, KD couplers. These tow trucks, I believe, are glued on. So $25 for that. So there it is. They're hard to see. That's number 17 for 25. Number 18, two Kato BNSF 53-foot containers for $25. Nicely weathered, original packaging. Kato makes some nice stuff there. Hub Group logo is on the ends. It's number 18 for 25. All right, number 19. This is a 3-pack. Oops, upside down. This is a Walters 3-pack of stack cars. They're single stacks, but apparently they're supposed to be drawbar, but they all have couplers. They're all KD couplers, metal wheels. There's a look at the tag on there. Well car, 3-car unit, CP, $40 for the whole set there. 1, 2, 3. That's number 19. All three of those together for $40. All right, let's dive into some other items. These are single cars, but it's a single 5-packer. So this is a Santa Fe 5-packer. These are plastic metal wheels, KD couplers. There is a 48-foot stack car set. Looks like it's got all the grab irons, everything complete on here, $40. Loose, no original box. Again, metal wheels, KD couplers. Everything appears to be intact. Some light weathering on it. Nice set, number 20 for $40. And I'll put it right down here for you.
No.
All right, let's do a couple more loose stack sets. This one for $30. This is the 5-well BN stack. I don't believe it has all of its grab irons on it here at the end. I don't see a lot of it there. Now, a lot of these were kits, so I don't know if they ever got put on or not. I don't believe I mean, at least you'd see something on here, you know, the air tank and such, but I'm not sure they all got put on. So weathered, metal wheels, KD couplers, $30 for all of that. So it is ready to go. If the details aren't that important to you, all set, just load it up with some stacks and you're good to go. It's number 21 for $30. I'll just put it right there for you. And I do have one more. This is not a complete set, but I'll throw it out there to see if anybody needs it. Santa Fe, this is a 4-pack. We're missing a well car. And these are these are weighted, nicely weighted. And again, most all the details on it, and metal wheels and KD couplers. So if you need parts or missing a couple of wells on a stack someplace, good way to fix everything up here. So that's 22 for $30. Let's put that right there. And brake wheel came off, so I'll keep that with that, make sure that they stay together. All right, let's change gears. 35 bucks a piece. I've got a bunch of dummy locomotives. You big dummy. All I can think about is Red Fox and Sanford and Son when I hear that. So. Now I'm aging myself again, Lenny. You hear that? So, and do we sell engines too? Yes, we do. Look at this. This is a dummy, $35. And this is nicely done. It's got the L-shaped window. It's got the MV lenses in there. Brake hoses. Again, this is a dummy. I don't remember Athearn actually making, because this looks like a B-23. Pine Bluff. Lots of nice details. I do have the plow from the other end right there. $35. No original box. And it's a dummy, but I can see the engine in there. So you might be able to try to get it to run. That's quite a bargain. Number 23 for $35. Lenny's like, I heard you. You can set that down there. I'm going to bring a bunch more. All right. So again, and Bill had an interesting philosophy of having dummies. He would put dummies on the railroad so that he wouldn't draw as much power to his DCC system. And of course, he could fill up an engine facility with these locomotives, and it looked fantastic. And again, he wasn't trying to power all of them or trying to lock out the track, the electricity of the track. So here's one of the earlier Athearn SD40-2s, Santa Fe. Extra details on the roof, snowplow, weathered, metal grab irons. Very nice. So it's solid, but it is a dummy. $35, number 24.
Did you answer Sean's question?
About locomotives?
Diesel engine.
Yeah, and at the same time I said, yes, look, it was a great segue. I think he almost planned it that way.
If I wanted them to hear me, I'd talk louder.
Oh, okay. All right, number 25. DRGW SD40T-2. Again, one of the original Athearn ones. Snowplow and MU cables. All the metal grab irons, nice and solid, nicely weathered. Again, great to throw in the engine facility because it's not powered, won't draw any power. So, but make your engine facility look good. Sunshades, ready to go. Number 25 for 35. All right, so not modern enough with those engines. How about some C44s from Southern Pacific? Here's the 8201. Again with snowplow and MU cables, metal grab irons, P3 horn, lightly weathered. Gypsy, quit messing with that, you silly girl. Anyway, nice to keep in the engine facility. Again, not drawing power. Number 26 for 35. Leave it. Got a styrofoam thing, Jen, if you want to look. Another Southern Pacific C44, 8125. Snowplow, grab irons, nicely weathered. Great to, again, to park in the engine facility. Number 27 for 35.
Yep.
Yeah, she's pretty sneaky, isn't she? How about the how about a Santa Fe SD75i 212? Again, MU cables and snowplow. Nice, highlighting the grab irons in yellow, metal grab irons on the side, horn mounted in the back, MU cables, and a light back there, nicely weathered. Again, something else to put in the engine facility and not drawing power. Number 28 for 35. Last one, number 29, BNSF 4324 C44. Nice looking front end there. Got the ditch lights, all the details there. And again, I like the way he did the metal grab irons. Makes it a lot more sturdy. Nicely weathered. Ready to go sit in the engine facility. Looking good. Number 29 for 35. There's Mark throwing something out there.
Making on noises in here.
Oh, upstairs?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. Keeping locomotives going here. So here is a special $100 for both of these. These are two Athearn Genesis MKT MP15 ACs, 57 and 55 or 59. Let me look here. 59. So one of these has DCC and sound, the other one is just DCC. They have been weathered. They are missing their grab irons, their handrails on both sides of the locomotives, and the ones on the end are a little bit rough. You can get those online to get those replaced. So tested both of these. They both have lights. One has sound, one is DCC. They're both DCC, one with sound. $100 for both of them. Number 30. Bargain price tonight. 35 each. Just leave it there. Number 31. Here is a bargain of the night, $200. This is a Athearn Genesis This is a SD70 Mac. It is sound, DCC and sound. I will take it out, let you take a quick look at it. Beautiful engine. Still a couple of these out running around, not many. With the way the railroad is going nowadays, there's not many of these running around at all. But anyway, BNSF logo on the side. Let's see if I can lift this out without causing much trouble. Number along the side, nicely weathered. Headlight works. The ditch lights are not working. They're just there. Take a look at the other side. Grab irons are coming off. Just need to put those back in place. Again, that's why I like the those metal ones. There we go. They just need to be put back in place on the side there. $200 for DCC with sound 70 Mac. I could not find anywhere else on the internet that had these for less than $100 more than that. So I think that's quite a deal. One of the deals of the night there. So that's number 31 for $200. And Sean, there's a locomotive for you. Very nice one, matter of fact. This Mac Attack. There we go.
Put it on it. Okay.
All right, let's dive back. No, let's do one more. Let's do one more locomotive. At least one more. There's a couple more down there. So, another one for $200. Rio Grande GP9 Phase 2 5922. I've tested this. It has DCC and sound. It runs very nice. There's only one small thing with this one. It's got just a couple of glue spots on it, right here and right here in the cab. Other than that, there's nothing else on the entire locomotive. Nicely weathered. I'll pull it out, let you take a quick peek at it. For my Rock Island modelers, here's a great candidate to take out the Rio Grande and put in Rock Island, because they had these, they bought a few from the Rio Grande back in the day. So 2 spots there. Looks like one grab iron needs to be pushed back in on there. Everything else looks complete up there. Roof is good. Again, some nice light dusting of weathering on the ends and along the trucks. Everything's complete on this side. So, nice locomotive. And again, my Rock Island fans, take it and let's do it Rock Island. So, okay, $200 for that one. DCC with sound. That is number 32. There you go. Okay, I've got a couple more little locomotives down toward the bottom. So number 33, let's dive into the intermodal. So these are the Walthers spine car sets, 5-packer. These are the metal ones, guys, if you know what I'm talking about. The entire frame is done in metal, and this is $90. Nicely weathered, newer metal wheels, Katy couplers. These are great. The only plastic on here really is the hitches, and I think like the brake wheel. Everything else is metal, so they've already got their created weight in there. Take these out. Let me take a quick peek underneath here. I've got a couple of these, and they're very nice. So, took a glance at these earlier. Everything looked to be intact, and again, those are metal. That's plastic, but this metal frame right there. So, and that just fits right back on there like that. So, really neat. Again, I really like the metal on these more than anything else. So, that is number 33, $490. Here we go. Here we go, Grandma. This to you. Go. And I have another one, different number 34. Again, same metal frames. Everything was intact with the hitches. Didn't see anything missing on these. Katy couplers, metal wheels. Number 34, and that is for $90. Now, here is one next level. This is 125. This is the exact same cars, different numbers. but this one has a Fred on it. This is one of these working Freds, already on the car, ready to go. So 125 gets you a working Fred on the end of the card. So hitches, Lenny, those are the posts where you mount your trailer. We call them hitches. That pop up here, the orange hitches on the trailers. So at least that's what we call them at the office there. So number 35 for 125 with an ETD. Number 36, got a single Santa Fe trailer. Nicely done, $12. Very nicely weathered. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, where they were doing, they would replace panels on these cars with fresher equipment, so you would see the distinctive line on where those cars were. So got its posts, mud flaps, nice wheels. $12 for that one. Do have a box. Unfortunately, we only have one in the box. So always nice to have the original box to keep things protected. That's number 36. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, next couple are $20 a piece. These are some Walthers auto racks. They've got metal wheels, Katy couplers, and some nice weathering. Neat weathering on the roof, weathering on the side. Everything is all intact on this one. CSX, TTGX. Great cars. Great cars to have, great to operate. Number 37 for 20. Number 38, CP rail auto rack. Again, metal wheels, Katy couplers. Looks like just a little bit of light weathering, maybe more in the trucks and the frame than anything else. That's number 38 for 20. Number 39, Union Pacific, we will deliver. We don't say when we're going to deliver, but we are going to deliver some point in time. That is metal wheels, Katy couplers. Some nice weathering overall. Everything intact. Looks like the stirrup there is bent, and there's some kind of metal piece across there holding that up. Never have seen that before. That's interesting. So anyway, still a nice car. Number 39 for 20. Another CSX, number 40. Nicely weathered on the roof. A little bit on the side. On the side and bottoms, metal wheels, Katy couplers. $20, number 40. One more auto rack. Number 41, Conrail. Nicely weathered. Number 41. $20. Katy couplers, metal wheels, ready to go. Okay. Let's dive into some coal hoppers. Who needs coal hoppers? And guys, I've got a lot more of these from William. If anybody is interested, might contact me after the show. But this is $80 for a set of 5, and these are the Union Pacific Bethgon coal porters. I've double checked to make sure all the numbers are different and that they match up with what's in the box. They have been weathered. They've got metal wheels and Katy couplers, plus the load. So you're ready to start your own coal train right here. The striped ends. Does everybody know what that yellow on the end of the car means? And what we call the stripe. If you do, share. If you don't, this is the rotary coupler end. So you want to have these set up like this, so there's always a rotary coupler. Otherwise, if you're like that, you're going to tear the drawbar out of the car when you're going through the dumper at the deal. So stripe represents the rotary coupler, if you didn't know that. So, and we have to stripe align the cars to make sure that they're right in the train. So a little education at the same time here tonight while we try to sell you some neat equipment. So that is number 42 for 80. All right, number 43, Another set of, these are Union Pacific, but they are CMOs for the Chicago, Minneapolis, and Omaha Railroad, predecessor road in the Northwestern. Again, metal wheels, Katy couplers, all different numbers. The numbers match the numbers that are on the side of the box. $80 for that set. Nicely weathered with the loads in there as well. And again, if you're looking for a whole set of these, I've got a lot more. I've just got to continue to go through those from Bill, make sure I've got the numbers matched up on these. So that is number 43. Here's a beautiful set of intermodal equipment. $75. This is a Athearn ready to roll. Boy, I tell you what, the ready to roll, I always thought was a little more operator grade, but I mean, they've got etched metal walkways here, guys, on these platforms. Beautiful work. Everything looks to be intact. 3 hitches. No hitches here. I don't know if they came that way or not. So somebody knows out there. Great piping and detail here for air brakes and valves and such on it. Very well done. $75 for the 3-pack there. Of course, they're a little bit of a challenge to get back in the box. So, but again, nicely weathered. Katy couplers, metal wheels. That's number 44. I wouldn't expect to find etched metal walkways on Roundhouse ready to run stuff, or Athearn / Roundhouse ready to run stuff, but they are beautiful. Okay, that off to the side. I got a couple more just like that. Here is number 40. That was 44, right? It's 45. So this is the 909, and again, same details, etched metal walkways, beautiful cars, 3 hitches. Looks like this one is actually missing a top hitch. Everything else is complete. That's the only thing missing on this one. So that is number 45 for 75. 20 each. All right, I've got one more of the intermodal spine cars 3-packer for $75. And again, also with the etched metal walkways. All 3 of these have their hitches good to go. 881, last 3 numbers, TTAX. There we go. Again, beautiful set. That is 46 for 75. Not going to have as long of a show tonight. We're all over the place with some of the stuff, so we're going to do a couple more items, and then we'll wrap it up. So, number 47 for $150 is a Bowser, and this is a beautiful BC Rail C630M, the Canadian version, Alco version MLW. Very common back in the day up there in British Columbia. I'll take it out. Let's take a look at it. I have tested it. It is DCC without sound. So again, DCC without sound. And these were beautiful lumbering through the Northlands of British Columbia. Oh, my girl by my side. Sorry. Yes, the Monty Python folks will appreciate that. Anyway, nicely weathered. One of their last paint schemes before they went into Canadian National, unfortunately. Runs very well. Looks like there's a little break in the grab irons there. Something can be fixed. BC Rail British Columbia flag on the end there. Beautiful, beautiful locomotives. Always great to listen to and see in the great woods of British Columbia. So that is $150 for number 147. Now, to go with that, it was blasphemy back in the day for $65. BC Rail went and bought some EMDs to supplement their roster for some business they were getting, and sadly they got EMDs versus more Alco or MLWs. So a lot of people thought blasphemy. Yes, the nerve. But anyway, this is in a sense a dummy engine. There is a motor inside. Bill actually bought this at a store in St. Louis, and it didn't run. and you got a deal on it back in the day, weathered it up. It's heavy. You can feel the engine inside, but he could never get it to run. So if somebody would like to have a project, this is it. You're ready to go. So headlights, both headlights. Could probably use the additional headlights down here that they have on the locomotives up there in BC for the moose lights, as we used to call them. So anyway, beautiful locomotive, weathered, dummy, does not run, would need some work, $65. And it's number 48, and I need to get the right end on it. There we go, right like that. So just making me look, just made me think about being back up there near Lillooet or Pavilion, waiting for the train to show up. Come around the curve, you could hear it forever. So that is number 48. So I believe everything is intact, Dave. Motor and drive shafts are in the box, like you said. Just no one can get it to run. So anyway, that is it. That's all we've got for tonight. Petey, have you had enough? Have you had enough? Petey's a good dude. So, guys, we'll keep this running for a little bit in case anybody else has got some additional questions. We do appreciate your business. Check out the website, danandjenstraincheck.com. We have been adding more and more items to that. N-scale, HO, HON3, books and memorabilia, and we recently just started adding some O-scale items on there. So check it out and share it with your friends. We'll talk to you next week, same time. Hope you have a great week. And again, we'll leave this running for just a couple minutes in case you've got any questions. Thanks again.
Did you answer Dave's question, drive shafts in the box?
He was actually, that was a question, that was a comment.
Oh,
He was pointing that out, so, yep, and he's right. Where's
Will
Winston?
22 work with 20?
22.
20 was already taken, right?
Yes, he bought it.
Oh, it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Again, there's 1, 2, 3. There's only 4 wells, not 5, on 22. That's why it's so discounted, because it's actually missing one. So
Okay, well, Deep Run Railroad Mike wanted to know.
okay, got it. Cool. Thanks, Willie. Bill's or Doug Good's got your box, and I forgot to tell you that. So it should be up there in Omaha. My apologies. Mr. Chapman would like number 39. I've got it right here.
How much?
20. I have to add it to Mr. Chapman's pile.
No problem, sounds good. What engines that you did today have DCC and sound?
Sean, the nice last name, by the way. That's my mom's maiden name, Allison. So, be nice, Jenny. The BNSF 70 Mac was DCC and sound, and the one of the Katie MP15s was DCC with sound. Everything else, I believe, was just DCC or was a dummy. Sean, if that helps. And Sean, you can send us an email, dsmtmyardmaster@gmail.com, and we can let you know if there's something else, or you can let us know if there's something else you're looking for. We can tell you if we've got some DCC or sound. So, because we do have a few of those around here. So, couple. I forgot about those. All right, we'll save those for next week. Oh well. What are you hearing upstairs? You're hearing plates on the floor, are you?
No, but I heard somebody jump, and I want to see what they're jumping off of.
Oh, great. Couch, okay.
The top of the refrigerator.
Yeah, the top of the refrigerator, no.
Well, I didn't know if they were on the kitchen table.
I hope not. We got to watch Coda because he was getting up on the table out there. So we just got to break the habit. So I think.
That's okay. He can jump on the counter. Put his
Well,
blind
he's
on.
getting up on that table on the deck that's
So he
super
gets
high.
on the chairs.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just a good boy, Petey. you are.
And Winston asked to go out.
Really? Okay, well, they were barking at neighbor's dog, I think, so. They're gonna go out after that, so. Folks, we're gonna go ahead and shut her down. Thanks again. We will talk to you soon. Don't forget to drop us emails if you got any questions. Thanks again.